All right, so whenever you have a binomial and you're multiplying it by a trinomial, like this problem we have here, what you're going to do is you're just going to take the first thing times everything inside the parentheses, and then you're going to take the second thing times everything inside the parentheses. So if we follow the arrows on this, we're going to do 3x times x squared first. So when you multiply, that's x to the first power, and you have x squared, which means that it's going to be x to the third when you add the exponents. Now we're going to take 3x times negative 6x. 3x times negative 6x, so you have 3 times negative 6 is negative 18, and then you have x and x, which is going to be x squared. Now you're going to do 3x times 2. 3x times 2 is a positive 6x. So now we've done 3x times everything inside the parentheses. Now we want to take negative 4 and multiply by everything inside the parentheses. So you're going to do negative 4x squared. And then you have negative 4 times negative 6. So negative and negative is a plus, and that's going to be a 24x. And you have negative 4 times 2, which is negative 8. So now we've multiplied everything out, and now we just have to combine the like terms. We have 3x cubed. Nothing else goes with that. And so we want to look for like terms. We have a 18x squared, negative 18, and a negative 24. That's going to be negative 22x squared. Then we've got a 6x there and a 24x. So 6 and 24 is going to be a 30x. And then you have minus 8. There's nothing else that combines with that. Again, you always write these with descending powers. So 3, 2, 1, 0. That's what the powers go down when you write this. So this is your answer here for multiplying those. This next one has a cube. Now, remember when you have the ones with a cube, you have to write them out as 3 of them multiplied together. So we're doing all 3 of these here. So the cube again means you're multiplying 3 of them together. So what you can do is multiply 2 of them together and then multiply it one more time. So I'm going to leave the first one by itself, but I'm going to multiply the second 2. Now that one you can do by the following method. We do x times x is x squared. And then we do x times 2, so it's plus 2x. We're also going to do the inside ones. That's another 2x. And then we're going to do the last term. So we did first, then we did outer, inner, and now we're going to do last. So that's following the foiling method. Before you multiply this again, let's simplify inside the parentheses. There's some like terms there. This becomes x squared plus 4x plus 4. And now we're going to do the same thing we just did for the preceding problem. You're going to take x times everything inside the parentheses and then 2 times everything inside. So let's do this. Start off with this. X times x squared will be x cubed again because you're adding the exponents. Then we're going to take x times 4x. That's 4x squared. And then x times the 4 plus 4x. Now we're going to do the inside. So we're going to take 2 times x squared is plus 2x squared. And then you're going to do 2 times the next one. 2 times 4x is 8x. And then 2 times the 4 is just plus 8. At this stage, you're just going to add all the like terms. X cubed is by itself. We have a 4x squared and 2x squared there. So that adds together to be 6x squared. We've got 4x and 8x are like terms also. Add those, you get 12x. And then we just add on the 8. There's nothing else that combines with that. So now no more like terms. That would be your answer for that one. Now we have one that has 2 different variables that we're multiplying together. So we're going to do x times everything, and then we're going to do y times everything. So kind of the same thing we've been doing before. So we're going to do x times that. We're going to do 9x cubed, and then x times this. So when you multiply this, the x is going to multiply by the x here and become a square. So it's going to be negative 2x squared y. And then you have an x times this. We'll just put this in alphabetical order. So it's going to be 5x y squared. Nothing else you can do there as far as combining this together. Then you're going to do the inside ones. The y times nx squared, you'll just put 9x squared y. And then you have, when you multiply the y times negative 2xy, the y will multiply with this y and become a square. It's going to be minus 2x y squared. And then you have y times this one, which is going to be plus 5y cubed. Now it's just a matter of just adding the like terms together. So we have 9x cubed. And then now we want to look for the like terms. Now remember, the like terms, they have to be the same variable and the same power on there as well. So x squared y, we have an x squared y here. We have another x squared y there. Those are like terms. Negative 2 plus 9 is a 7x squared y. Now we have the 5xy squared and negative 2xy squared. Those are like terms also. Same variable, same power on the y. 5 minus 2 is 3, so 3xy squared. And then the very last one, there's nothing else to combine with that, so we have 5x cubed, and that would be your answer. The last problem that we're going to do is one of these where we've got a 3 by 3, a trinomial times a trinomial. Now these, I'm going to go ahead and write this out differently. You're going to take x squared times everything in this parenthesis, a 2x times everything, and a negative 9 times everything. So instead of using arrows, it's going to be more confusing. I'm going to write it out this way. So I have x squared times all the stuff inside the parentheses. So I have that. And then I have a 2x times all this inside the parentheses. So I'll write all this out here. And then I got a negative 9 times everything inside the parentheses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply all this together. And then I'm going to add all the terms once I get done. I'll have 9 different things that I'll be combining together. X squared times all this. Okay, so x squared times the first one, we get 4x to the 4th power because you're adding the exponents together. Next, we have a minus 6 times x squared. That's going to give you negative 6x cubed because you add the exponents again there. Then minus 4x squared. Now we come down to the second one. We're going to do 2x times that is 8x cubed minus 12x squared minus 8x. It's supposed to be a square. Okay, now this next one, we have negative 36x squared plus, be careful with the minus and the minus here, plus 54x. And then we have another one, we have plus 36. Okay, so now that we have that, we want to add the like terms together. Okay, so this time we do have a 4th power that doesn't go with anything else. So we want to start with the 4th power. Nothing else combines with that. Now we'll look for the cubes. Here's one cube. We have a negative 6x cubed and we have an 8x cubed. So if we add those together, we get a 2x cubed. Now we want to look at the squares. Okay, we've got negative 36x squared and negative 4x squared. Okay, those are the only, and then we have a negative 12 as well. So these three, all three of these, we want to add together. All right, so I've got negative 12, and then negative 4 is going to be negative 16. And so then we're going to add negative 16 to negative 36. So our answer is going to be negative, of course, because all these are negative. And then if we add that together, you're going to get 52. So we have minus 52x squared. And then we have the x's. Okay, 54 minus 8. Okay, that's going to give you 46. So we're going to give 46x. And then the 36 on the end there. Nothing else combines with that. And so that would be your answer.